how we did this LP cabinet?
Storage cabinet, yes.
Storage cabinet. Jason found it at a estate sale one morning for...
Got it at $15.
It needed a lot of work. And
yeah, the top was pretty messed up.
Really messed up. Like, I didn't think it was going to be safe. But he came up with a great idea to add wood to the top, which we haven't done a lot in the past, or the recent past. So, Jason, you sanded it?
Yeah, just luckily we had a couple pieces of scrap wood that were pretty much exactly the same length as the top. And so, just all we had to do was glue them all on there. Left a little bit of lip on the front, but we decided that we liked the look of that. So rather than, you know, dig out the saw and everything and get that cut up, we just went ahead and kind of made a little extra lip on there, and I think it turned out great.
And we painted the base a white, and we sealed the top, the wood. Actually, we stained the wood in Tobacco Road by Dixie Belle wax, and then we sealed it with gator hide. And I think I did 3 coats of gator hide, pretty thick coats, because it was soaking into the wood. So that's how it's sealed. And it will be ready to go at the Other Side Vintage. You can check it out on Facebook and Instagram, and of course YouTube. And we don't have the price set yet, but we will soon. It'll be in the store this week.
Thanks a lot, y'all.
Alright, so he is attaching the Gorilla Glue to this piece. Actually, to the wood. This is the back of it, by the way. I am filming from the back. And then he's going to place it down, and he's going to do the other 2 boards. And then he's going to clamp it down, and we're going to let it dry for like 2 days. I'm going to show you. It's cool.
It'll be dry within 24 hours.
Okay, dry within 24 hours. And then he'll be clamping it. So I'm just going to take a shot from this side to show you the before. And it'll be really nice. And then we'll stain the top, whitewash it, gray wash it, something. We haven't decided yet. Now he's working on the second board. There's going to be 3 boards total. He's already sanded these down. Already painted the base of this record cabinet, and I'll have that before picture posted. Adding some Gorilla Glue. You see the first board's being clamped down already. And then add a clamp. I think it's going to let it dry. We're unclamping.
Moment of truth.
It's hard to see with the sun coming like it is. Remember, you have to use the correct bricks for these. If you're a professional, make sure they're these bricks. Just kidding. Any
the
bricks?
painted kind.
The painted kind. Perfect. They're adhered. He's going to turn it around since we've been looking at it from the back the whole time. Yay! And we'll put handles there. Look at it. And we're going to stain it. We haven't decided. Or whitewash it. We haven't decided yet. There you go. Hi. So I'm going to use the Voodoo Gel Stain by Dixie Belle, and this is in Tobacco Road. I have a little bit of water on this foam plate so I can mix up. And I have a Dixie Belle Mini. I did go ahead and get my Mini wet in the sink and pulled all the water out and just barely went over the wood pieces because they're raw, and I wanted them to soak up a little bit of just plain water before I start trying the stain process. So here we go. I'm going to pour a little bit of the Tobacco Road here away from the water blob. I put the water blob in there so I can mix. And there you go. Now I don't know if you can see this. It's mixing. Because Dixie Belle is water-based, we can do this. And what I'm doing is I'm lightening it up. And because this is raw wood, I want it to soak it up. So I added a little bit of water to make it a little bit easier to work with. Yes, that's Petey below me grabbing my foot. Okay, so I'm going to take the Dixie Belle, and you're going to see as I'm going medium, and I'm just going to gingerly go over this. You can see it's soaking it in pretty quick. So we can already tell we're going to need more, which we already know. And it is, I don't know if you can tell, in some spots taking in, and other times it's resisting. That means to me, we're going to do this, we're going to let it dry, and then we're going to come across it, and we're going to do it a couple times to get the consistency that we want. When you're working with raw wood, it has been sanded. This is some of the things you get. I'm going to turn this sideways and really work it into some of the spots. Okay, so now that we know, I'm going to add a little bit more. Sorry, I'm having trouble this morning because I haven't had all my coffee yet. Okay, now you see. Mix it up a little bit in the plate. Still has a little water to go across. Just darkening a little bit, and a little bit more. So you can see, just like me, you kind of go with it. When you see you need a little bit more, add a little bit more. That's how you learn. I'm going to go across this one. I think putting water on the boards first was the best idea because it helps soak it in better and more evenly. So I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to let it dry for about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes, and then I'm going to come across and hit all the boards again. Same process. And I'm turning my brush sideways now, like this, to work it in towards the back. You can see that board is definitely darker because I added more, so I'm just going to go back across and keep working it until I get all the boards the color I want them. That's what's so great about Dixie Belle stain is it's water-based, so if it was oil-based, you would have a hard time. being able to go back and work on the project in stages. There you go. Okay, after it dried for a little bit, we are now just hand applying. Jason's gonna go back over there. And this is straight Voodoo Gel and Tobacco Road. And he, you can see, is applying it with the Dixie Belle mini brush as opposed to maybe like a sock or such, because this is rough wood, it's raw wood. See there, you can tell? So it soaks up differently than if it had been, whatever I'm trying to say, more sanded. We're looking for an authentic kind of like been in the barn wood, and you can tell like here, some striations, here a little bit darker. That right there is a knot in the wood, so it's taking it darker, which is good. This is what we want. We want it to look like natural. We could soak it in the Voodoo Gel. You could just pour it all on there, but when you do that, then each spot you pour it on will be a big glob, and then other spots weren't. So it's better to use a plate and just keep reapplying. So he's adding some more. We just put some more in the plate. The Voodoo Tobacco Road, Voodoo Gel. And because it's water-based, they do have another stain. I would stick with going horizontal. And this is what we want. We want some parts that are not going to be sucking it in, and some places that will. And we're just going to keep working on it, let it dry, and then just do a little bit more. And then we are going to either whitewash on top of that, or leave it natural and seal it with gator hide, which is also water-based. So you can seal stain because it's water-based on this case. Well, here it is, the finished product. You can see the top came out gorgeous after staining it with Tobacco Road and putting a couple of coats of gator hide on there. These are the original handles, the original pulls. It makes a great cabinet for files, LPs, books, extra blankets, whatever you may want it to be for. I'm in love with this piece. Once again, I wish I could keep them all, but I can't.